The one limited resource we have is time. And the most common question that I get is how do you make time for your side hustle when working full time or having any other full time commitment such as school or parenting? If you are struggling with balancing your full time job with your side hustle, put me in the comments below because today you are going to want to hear everything that I have to share because I see you and I have been there. And I will admit that it isn't easy all the time, but there are 4 things that help me do it and help me build my side hustle into a 6-figure business in less than 2 years. Now, that first thing that helped me skyrocket my side hustle into a 6-figure business was commitment. I was committed because I was committed to making my side hustle my full-time job. I was committed to my side hustle because I was committed to getting out of my cubicle. I was committed to taking more than 2 weeks of vacation each year. I was committed to making more than the cost of living adjustment each year. I was committed to paying off our student loans. I was committed to not having to decide between work or family. And I was committed to having a flexible schedule that allows me to work when and where I want. I was committed to making a change in my life and doing what needed to be done to make it happen, which meant that I was committed to making time for my side hustle. Because if I was going to make it my full-time job, I needed to treat it like a business, not a hobby. Speaking of which, that is the biggest mistake that I see side hustlers make. You expect your side hustle to change your life, but you treat it like a hobby. You work on it every so often when you have time, and you do not have a solid plan on what you need to do in order to make that change you're working towards happen. It's like reading half of a book in English class and then expecting an A+ on your book report. Or wanting to run an 8-minute mile, but only going for a jog once every 2 weeks. It isn't going to happen unless you do the work and are consistently working towards your goal. If you wait until you have time, it's never going to happen. There is no such thing as having time. It's up to you to make time. Typically, the reason why you aren't 100% committed and you aren't consistently working on your side hustle is because you don't have a clear goal that you are working towards, which leads to a lack of motivation. You have to have a clear, specific goal. Without a clear, specific goal, you don't know what you're working towards. You don't know if the effort that you're putting in is getting you any closer to where you want to be, to that change you want in your life. And you don't have a game plan on how to get where you want to be because you don't know what you're trying to accomplish. All of that being said, I think a lot of the time when I get the question, how do you balance your full-time job and side hustle? It's because we want an easy answer. To quote Rihanna, work, 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 work. It takes work. So let me say that one more time. You need commitment. You need to be committed to making your side hustle a priority. You need to consistently work on your side hustle if you really want it to change your life. And you have to have a clear goal because if you don't have a clear goal, you don't know what you're working towards, and then you lose motivation. Now you're probably thinking, thanks, Anna, but I still don't know how I'm going to do it all. So here is where you should start, and I'm going to share also what worked for me. So number 1, like I said, you need to set a clear, specific goal. So if your goal is to leave your job, then how much do you need to make from your business or side hustle to cover your bills and be comfortable with putting in your 2 weeks? This will help you know exactly what you're working towards and stay motivated, which will help with consistency and commitment. Secondly, pick a specific time or times that you are going to dedicate to working on your side hustle every single week. You do not need to add 20 plus hours to your work week to make your side hustle successful, or even give up your weekends. You just need to dedicate 3 to 5 hours per week to it. For me, that meant working on my side hustle 30 to 45 minutes each morning before going into my day job. I found that when I tried to work in the evenings, I wasn't very consistent because I was exhausted from my day job. I also felt like I needed my weekends to rejuvenate, and I didn't want to resent my side hustle because I had to work on the weekends. So mornings is what worked for me. Find what works for you and then commit to it. Third thing is that you need to focus on profit-driving tasks. Let me say that one more time. Focus on profit-driving tasks. Too often, you get wrapped up in trying to do it all, which is exactly how you get burned out. You feel like you're working all the time and putting in tons of effort, but you don't see the results, aka the money, that you want. This is because you're focusing on the wrong things. Focus on tasks that are going to bring profit into your business. In the Advisory Insider Pro program, we first focus on landing clients, not building a website or curating the perfect Instagram feed. We focus on landing clients because none of that matters if you aren't making money. Put profit first. Fourth thing is to ask for help, okay? And I mean this in 2 different ways. First, take tasks off of your to-do list. If you have a partner, excuse me, if you have a partner, ask them to help you take some time so that you can commit to your side hustle. If you typically make dinner, ask them to do it 3 times per week. If you usually make the kids lunches in the morning, ask them to take that over so that you can spend an extra 20 minutes a day working on your business. Secondly, ask for help by taking a course or working with a mentor. There is someone out there who has been in your shoes and has built the business and life that you want. You can get to where you want to be a lot faster and with a lot less failure by getting the help of someone who is already where you want to be. They've put in the time, they've failed, they've learned what works, and most importantly, they have figured out how to accomplish exactly what you're working towards. Trust me, spending money on a course, coach, or mentor to skip wasting time, years and tears trying to figure it all out yourself is one of the smartest things that you can do. Now, one thing to know, I do want to say this, is that do not work with or take advice with someone who has not accomplished what you want, okay? So if you want to make $100,000 per year, don't choose a mentor who's making $50,000, okay? You get the point. Find someone who has accomplished what you want and learn from them. Now, here's the Cliff Notes real quick on recapping exactly what we said. You have to be committed, consistent, and you have to have a clear goal. And in order to do that, you need to have a specific goal that you are working towards to stay motivated. You need to pick a specific time or times that you are committed to working to your side hustle every single week. You need to focus on profit-driving tasks, and you need to ask for help. Now, if you want more ways to grow your side hustle, check out my free training, 5 Steps to a 6-Figure Side Hustle. You can access it right now at annaconchar.com/startaside-hustle. And for more tips like this, make sure to like my page and subscribe. Until next time, stay ambitious. Wait, one more thing before you go. Make sure to subscribe so that you stay up to date on all of the marketing and business tips that I'm sharing with you. And of course, don't forget to click the link to get your freebie so that you get the inside scoop on how to continue to grow your business and side hustle. All right, until next time, friend, stay ambitious.